Redditors who are at home scrolling through Reddit instead of celebrating the new year. Why? Been out of rehab for a few weeks. Parents don't trust me at a party again yet. Don't know if I do either. I planned it this way. Last year, I made a New Year's resolution to be more intentionally grateful, so I got an old cookie jar, and during 2017 almost every day I wrote down something I was grateful for. Sometimes big things, sometimes little things that I had to really dig deep for, especially on trying days. I have been looking forward to opening the cookie jar on New Year's Eve, and rereading all of the things that I wrote, for quite some time. So tonight, I cracked open one of my favorite beers, and sat down to revisit 2017, through my own gratitudes. Before I sat down and read them all tonight, I would have summed up 2017 as a difficult year, maybe even bad dad going through cancer treatments. Relationship with my best friend fell apart. Sister went through a divorce. But after reading them, I'm overwhelmed by how many awesome things happened this year. Some things I quickly remembered upon reading. Some things I had totally forgotten about. And I would now unequivocally categorize 2017 as a good one. Maybe even great. It's amazing how many little good things get blurred into the background if you aren't paying attention, being mindful. I can't imagine living another year without doing this. I will no longer let the headlines of my life define each year, as headlines tend to be the negative things that stand out to us anyway, but I will instead attempt to remember each year in a more rounded, holistic way by keeping to my good things jar practice. 2017 might have been a hard year, but it was also a good one. Bring on 2018. Because I've been through 43 of these and they're all pretty much the same. Didn't get invited by anyone, so you chillin' here trying not to feel bad about it. It's cold outside. Plus, night parties are overrated. Expensive, and getting an Uber afterwards will be next to impossible, also expensive. Ha. Joke's on you. I'm in a bar, scrolling through Reddit. Kill me. It's just a new year. No one to spend it with. Sick with the flu. I am 27 and decided to go take a break from my life and live with my parents for the past 2 months. I was spiraling fast into alcoholism and polysubstance abuse. I am home with them watching Netflix currently. I feel safe. Wife is a district nurse and started her 10-hour shift at 9 p.m. Got 2 young kids. One is asleep. The other has woken up because she remembered someone mentioned fireworks. So she's going to bed in a few minutes once they are over. Night everyone. Happy New Year. Here's to 2018. I have no friends. Nobody invited me to anything. 2 small kids. Broke. Too cold outside. Icy roads. And I don't wanna. Both my husband and I decided to stay at home, hang out, eat pizza and just celebrate on our own. This was before we both ended up getting a cold, and now he's upstairs taking a nap and I'm sitting here in the living room on Reddit. But hey, at least we're suffering together. I don't want to freeze my tits off. But if your New Year's resolution is to lose weight, would make it a lot easier. I have moved into a new place yesterday and today, and I am 50 kinds of tired. My feet, legs, arms and head hurts. Because there's people out there want to start the new year without a hangover. I don't know what we are celebrating. Crippling depression. 60 years old. 5 of 6 kids are out and about, and the 6th is sitting downstairs glued to her phone. Wife unit is in bed next to me reading 3 Reasons Being Married in Your 20s is Best. Getting older and been through a lot of New Years. They just don't seem that special anymore. I'm content where I am at. Happy New Year everyone. I guess this sounds so much worse than it really is. But I don't have any friends to party with. I'd go out in a heartbeat if I had. But I can get down with just reading a book too. Currently I am on the shits and naturally have my Reddit time. Because we have a 6-month-old baby and there's no place I'd rather be, we are celebrating with champagne and crab and shrimpies. And will likely retire long before the clock strikes midnight. Cozy and wonderful. Champagne I can understand. But how do you get the crab and shrimpies through the nipple of the bottle? It's cold as out. I'm cheap. I hate people, and would rather hang out with my husband and cats. My friends are going to a club with a $30 cover and I can't afford it. I'm staying in and working on my resume instead. I didn't get invited by anyone to anywhere, so I'm at home alone. Injured pup. Boyfriend and I will probably order Chinese food and play video games while we trade off carrying a bored Yorkie around in a sling. I'm at my grandmother's house for the holidays. She's sleeping right now. Same for my mother. My father worked this night. Friends who are close to me right now are with their families. I'm sitting in the kitchen, pajamas on, not having enough internet for something else than Reddit. Outside the weather is awful, strong winds. My country is hit by a tempest right now and surely all fireworks will be cancelled. It's 23h45. At midnight I'll grab my bed sheets, put my favorite music on my phone. I'll go to the roof balcony, look at the stars when the bells will ring 12 times. And I'll love it. I'm an introvert. We party separately in our own homes. I'm at a New Year's party on Reddit. Today is my best friend and soulmate's 26th birthday. He died suddenly November 27th. I just don't feel like celebrating anything today, because I haven't posted or left a comment since 2016. This is my first and possibly last comment on Reddit in 2017, and I hope to be more active on here in the new year. Friends hung out without me, even posted on Facebook about how great it was to spend New Year's with all the best friends. Family and I not on great terms even though I'm home for the holidays. Girlfriend left me a few months back and I haven't recovered. And really there's no reason to celebrate. Might as well lay in bed, wrap up, and get comfy on Reddit. Why would I celebrate the New Year's? I already celebrated Christmas last week. There's only so much celebrating one can do, lol. I'll stay up to midnight and watch the ball drop on TV, but otherwise it's just another day. I have no friends. No one that I know likes me. Agoraphobia and social anxiety. I'm currently scrolling through Reddit cause my boyfriend is in the other room making dinner. Once dinner is ready, we will be watching Die Hard. Spawn. I mean kids. 3 words. Steam. Winter. Sale. Depression. Yo. It's one of those holidays my husband and I just don't get excited about. We don't party, and I don't really drink, so it's not something we look for plans. Plus we enjoy being in bed before midnight, and watching the ball drop is never as fun as it seems like it will be. We did plan a snack dinner though, so something a little different. I'm 32. I'm far too tired for those shenanigans. I'm not going to celebrate being 1 year closer to death. Am I right? Someone hug me. I've been at home for the last 48 hours, doing nothing but woodworking, playing video games, cooking and spending time with my wife and child. I would give anything for this to last forever. Why would I go anywhere tonight? I'm on the shitter. Because it's 11 AM in the new year already. Hashtag other side of the dateline. Well, none of my friends are telling me what's going on, so I guess I'll just watch porn and let the suicidal thoughts sink in as usual. I celebrate night at home, curled up under a blanket, watching the party in New York on TV, sipping sparkling cider. I like to see which names in music made it into the program. I'd much rather spend night watching a movie with wine and cats. Most people my age, close to 40, have families of their own or for some reason aren't that big on celebrating. I can't even remember the last time I had plans on New Year's Eve, as sad as that sounds. 2017 has brought me down to the point where I don't want to celebrate anything. Distraction from the cold, crippling emptiness I feel inside that no celebration of a new year could quell, so I use escapism by reading the comments on Reddit subs. Young kids and a tired wife who was at work from 5 AM. Celebrating is overrated. Celebrated with friends last night, and in general am exhausted from holiday travel and work. My plan is to ring in the new year from my couch while wearing fuzzy pajamas. I will start 2018 from a position of maximum cozy and it will be glorious. Celebrating alone is boring. It's cold as out and I don't like hanging out with strangers, watching Family Guy and waiting for the shit show known as 2017 to right off. Because I have no one to celebrate it with. I have 1-year-old twin girls. I'm lucky if I stay awake until 10. I know it's lame and cliché, but priorities change. I used to go out every night and have fun until 3 a.m. Now I'm happy if I get 15 minutes of quiet time to have a beer before passing out. I'm on call for work tonight and frankly don't really want to go anywhere anyways. Because I'm up for work at 4 a.m. That's 6 hours from now. I've partied quite hard in the last week, and it just so happens most of my close friends are out of town for the night. On top of that, it's close to -30 right now, and to be honest, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm slow sipping a glass of gin right now, cooking up some elk burgers listening to Van Morrison, and I've got some doobies and Netflix for after. I doubt I'll make it to midnight. It'll feel good not waking up with the worst hangover of 2018 on the first day. I cannot be bothered to attend a huge party making small talk with a bunch of people I'm acquainted with but don't actually like all that much for 6 hours until the countdown at midnight. Fever, shakes, cough. No social life and money saving have brought me here. Also, Irish weather is not ideal for going out. Living in Ireland. I'm not Irish nor my wife. Small kid. No family to look after kiddo. She starts work tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. On the bright side, to compensate, this evening we bought tickets to Canary Islands in 2 weeks' time. Gotta get started early on my resolution to get Reddit gold. Plus the party is at my house. My burb is sick, so I need to stay home to monitor him. Because the new year is just an excuse to get f***ed up. Don't get me wrong, I totally use it as an excuse, but I've been at work since 8 a.m. and don't get off till 10 tonight. I'd rather just sleep at this point. My husband is dying. It's complicated. But I spent 2017 in the middle of nowhere UK taking care of my partner with depression, and I have PTSD, so it has been a hard year. We don't know anyone here outside of their family and my D&D group, so it's just the two of us hanging out on our laptop with a mountain of food and not the best mood for various of reasons. Wife is on the verge of vomiting after only having 3 drinks. For the record, her martini glass is one of those cartoonish-sized jumbo ones. Because girls are dumb and feelings are stupid. It's still early. So has the flu and still must go to work in the morning. We rewatched 12 Angry Men together. He had the first meal of the day he could keep down as usual. I made a ton of food and he still wanted to show me he cared. I then put him to bed and spent the rest of the evening reading and writing. It actually was a really good New Year Eve except for the part where he's sick. Spending a quiet evening doing the things you love and taking care of the people you want to spend all the years to come with. It's only 2:57 p.m. and I'm in a city where I don't know anyone. I'm working a night shift, sad face. I have no friends to hang out with. I live with my parents. I'm autistic. I'm 26. I feel dead inside. It's 3 p.m. I'm watching the Broncos game, so it's a depressing time. I guess I'm going to a party around 7. Because it's 5 p.m. in the afternoon. If I started celebrating now, I'd be face down in the gutter long before 0-100 got here. I'd rather be warm and comfy at my home with my boyfriend, drinking cheap drinks, than frozen and feeling socially awkward. Been sober a week now, trying to keep it up. I have no family, and since I have social anxiety, I feel really nervous about going out alone. Boyfriend's family is really hostile with me lately, so I opted for being alone tonight. It's depressing but better than panic attacks, I think. I wish I had family. It's only 5 p.m. Going to a friend's house in an hour and we'll chill then. My kiddo is sick. My mini takes priority. It's too early to party and it's my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Loreptar's niece. Cost of living is too high. It's just another day. Tried to stay home and jam and draw, so made me go with him to family's house. Now surrounded by screaming children. Wish I stayed at home instead of celebrating. Waiting for Skyrim to finish downloading. It's cold, and I like to use this time to reflect on the year, and on myself. and what I'd like to do differently. Just kidding. I did that for about 5 minutes and now I'm watching reruns of A Haunting and eating obscene amounts of microwave popcorn. Partying doesn't really appeal to me. So Nye has just become me time, smiley face. I don't know how else to put it, but I only have one friend, and he works nights. But as introverted as I am, I have a chronic disease that flared up this past week. Literally have spent 4 days in bed and incapable of moving or getting out. I'm exhausted, but my boyfriend and I are enjoying a quiet night in with snacks and a Twilight Zone marathon with our delightfully chubby kitty cat. I'm bored AF. Same. Because I don't like inviting myself to things and no one explicitly invited me, so here I am. It's only 5:15. I'm building my buzz. Got me sunround for a gaming session to minimize the fear and self-loathing come the first day back at work in Tuesday. I ain't got time for that shit. Heading out for dinner at 7 CST US and then to a friend's house for games and such. Posting a few comments now and I hope to receive replies that I can read while bored at dinner and aforementioned games and such. It's cold out. My girlfriend just got home today. Haven't seen her in 2 weeks. Gonna celebrate by eating a hot meal, squeezing her booty a few times, then cuddles and movies until bed. I'm a boring man at times. I'm a loser. Diarrhea. No friends and no life and depression. With my family on vacation in Mexico and they aren't really the celebrating type. I have no friends. And even if I did, they are not worth freezing for. Anxiety was a bitch today. I took my meds and they make me dopey. Married. Have 2 young kids. And wife is pregnant. We order out food and rent a movie nowadays. New Year's is a lame holiday. Too many amateur drunks out and it's cold as a witch's teat. Like Christmas 2017. I don't have family right now. There is nothing fun going on where I live, and if I go out, I'll probably just run into all the people I want to avoid. Don't like large crowds. Overpriced drinks. It's cold outside. Amateur drinkers making bad decisions and it's just another day IMO. Everyone has plans. Just got off work. Friendless. Don't drink. All of my friends live far away from me.